Can't we just eat the flowers? Good afternoon, peeps. It's the Drunken One. I am out here for another Tipsy Sprouts. Okay, yeah, I haven't done one of these in a couple of weeks because really, there's not a whole lot to show you, to be very honest. Still battling those bugs. I am totally organic, so I don't use any of the pest control stuff. But I need to research a little bit more online and find out what else I can do. I've heard of the diametric earth or something, like a powdery stuff that's supposed to get rid of them, to make a gruesome story kind. And so I might go on and try that. I will show you what I got going and what I've been doing. But really, the only things that are growing are the flowers. I mean, let's take a look. I'm gonna pause you for a second, and we'll take a look. Well, you know, with the power of editing, I could have just let that roll and just skip that little portion, but here we are again. Let me spin you around. All right. So, not a whole lot going on. I had squash over here once upon a time. I get the viewfinder turned my way and see what's going on. It's been a couple weeks, like I said, since I've touched bases with you, and so what you're seeing now is a whole bunch of fresh cut grass. Dad's out there burning, well, he's not literally out there at this point, but burning some old wood that was cut down from further up the property. Not really the right day for it, it's windy. Anyway, so yeah, the squash is gone and I will replant them pretty soon to see if I can do it one more time before it gets too cold to deal with anything. Again, I said the bugs have been around, so they've eaten my pepper plants and they're eating the leaves off of those suckers. I trimmed up my, I think those are 2 years old, 3 years old, or those are green onions, believe it or not. So we just, we pull the tops out of them for chives, like super duper chives. My little pepper plant over there, chin brush to show you. Okay, and then, so yeah, I have actually pulled off some peppers off of these guys. There's a big one right there. But, and they're making more. They're going, it's just they're going slowly this year. I'm not sure why. Looks like the bugs have eaten some of the leaves, but they're recovering from that, so it's a good thing. I had the cucumbers, all these other things that you see around here, these green things, that's all mint. Don't ever grow mint in your garden. Put that thing in a bucket on concrete and grow it like that. Yeah, the vines have died off to my cucumbers, and so I'll probably just salvage those for the seeds. And and these guys are doing okay. Got some cucumbers there, but you see they're kind of dying off, and what I've noticed it is like what is dry there is actually green at the furthest end of it. So I'm just kind of letting them be. Got a couple more cucumbers down there, same scenario. They're just not getting green like they should. Here's a nice specimen. Here's a little baby one right there. So that's kind of cool. There's a nice specimen. Kind of straight and big that is. That's just perfect. That's just perfect. Watch some of my older videos, and there's some honkers that I've drug out of this garden. They're just monsters. I had one, it was literally the size of my forearm. I swore. And so yeah, we got a few more cucumbers coming along, which is, it's good they're not going in leaps and bounds, because to be very honest, you can't store them without pickling them, and I've kind of had my share of cucumber salad. Okay, my height is 5'9". This is my eye, like the level of my eye. These are okra. They make some cool flowers. I'll sneak around and show you the flower. So you can see some more coming along there, hopefully. It always looks better when when the video's over. And there's a stink bug that y'all said I need to try to get rid of. I'm not sure how to get rid of them exactly. I'll do some more of my insecticidal soap stuff. But here's the flowers. Kind of cool like that. That's where they start. And then of course they make the little okra guys. And I always have troubles with ants. I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but anyway, the ants are here, but they haven't broken anything yet, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know, I've had troubles with a lot of stuff. This row that is kind of overgrown is some radishes. If you see the little flags around, at the bottom of those, there'll be like a little tub of beer, and that's to encourage the snails to party down. snails and slugs like to get in there, and they drink till they die. So that, if you see the flag, that's what that's about. Yeah, the plants just aren't thriving this year. Usually they're like little bushes. I'm not sure what's happened. Those actually got a later start, so that's their issue. But okay, even the ones that got earlier starts, and you can see it's lacking a bunch of leaves, but they're starting to come back around. So anyway, usually they're like little bushes, but they're not doing that this year. Here's another one. This is the cayenne. Yeah, so and then there's another one over yonder way. I want to say this is serrano. Tomatoes are looking pretty good. The other plant died off a bit, but then kind of came back around. This one's thriving like crazy, and I had to drive a piece of pipe through there to help keep it from falling over. Got a bunch of new flowers, so that's always good. Flowers mean fruits, fruits mean food. Okay, try not to drag this out too much. So you see what's going on. We've got a little red one in there. Looks like it might be having some problems too. Anyways, so what is growing around here? Oh my lordy, look at these. Again, I'm 5'9", and so that pink one, that I don't know if you can see it very well, I'll get a little closer maybe. What is growing are the flowers. That thing is, I think it's every bit of 6 foot up there. I guess you can see it, yeah you can. I think every bit of 6 foot tall, or just maybe a little bit more even. There is plenty of bugs out here. What I've been doing with the flowers, let me see if I can get a sample. I've been staying pretty diligent about it. So when they get crusty looking like that, I actually usually use scissors, but I'll see if I can't pull that one out. Okay, and I'll show you what I do with these things here in a second. I'll just hold on to that and we'll continue. But I'll show you what we're doing with those. Okay, so yeah, the cucumbers here are doing the same thing as they are over there, in the sense that the vines are kind of dying off like along the length of them, but there's still life at the end. So I just keep trying to toss them back over there. They were lush and thick, and I don't know. If you're new to the channel here, I have underground irrigation. There's a bit of it over there, where you can see it's popping up with that green Y thing. That particular hose is going over to the collard greens because they're looking thirsty. But under each and every row here is a like a sucker hose, and that one there that you see along that fence line is actually a hose that I drilled holes in to make it a sucker hose. But under each of these is a soaker hose, so irrigation is or water's not wasted, and irrigation is everywhere. Okay. So like I said, the only thing that's growing like crazy are the flowers. And I didn't realize they were going to get quite that tall. I thought they'd be a little shorter, something more like these, or like these guys over there. But so I've been cutting them out and passing them to my female friends. Well, yeah, watch the way you say that, not girlfriends, female friends. But it does encourage a bunch of butterflies and a bunch of bees and bumblebees and red wasps and all the other things that I would. The reason they're here is I was hoping that they would help monitor the critters that are on the vegetables, which are getting lost under them. So, yeah, I guess if the bugs can't find them. Anyway, there's some more of that. And you can kind of get an overview, maybe you can see things flying around. Usually there's a couple of butterflies buzzing around, chasing each other. These are the asparagus, again, if you're new to the group. At this point, if you've ever grown asparagus, once they start getting like to where they're smaller than a pencil size, you quit picking them. If you don't, then you're going to kill off the crowns. The crowns are the roots underground. But yeah, I mean, if I were to get in there and just kind of weed through it just a little bit, there are new ones that are coming up. Like, see, this is a fresh one. That one's like very green. And that was a fresh one. But yeah, after they get to where they're coming up about pencil size or less, then don't cut them, because what they're doing right now is they're gaining energy via photosynthesis, obviously, and so it's going to make the crowns stronger later on. These will go away when we get our first freeze, which will be way later on this season. It's August, and we're just getting into the hottest part of the season, actually. So I'm gonna leave them like that, and yeah, later on they will just get chopped down and tossed back on top of, and the next spring they'll all show their shiny little purple heads. Okay, yeah, so I think we covered most everything. I don't have a huge garden and don't have really a lot growing at this point. This area was solely intended for flowers. I didn't expect that they were going to come this far out away from that little fence line. Of course, there's lots of weeds in there too, so that doesn't help, and I'm not sure how to weed through them without literally just getting in there. But yeah, so this is, again, more to encourage bugs. And they've just gotten out of hand. Like I said, I've been picking them and putting them in vases and stuff. Most of them, I guess, are zinnias. And some marigolds. And I don't know a lot about flowers. It's my first year growing them. I just got, it was the dollar store, the general store, whatever they might call it in your area, that had a closeout sale on flower seeds. And because that's all that was left. And they had them a penny a pack. And so I got like $3 worth. Yeah, $3 worth at a penny a pack. That girl did not like me when I came up to her register with all those. I still got seeds. I gave some away for Christmas and stuff to people, and I give them away for Mother's Day and this and that. And so, anyway, let me show you what I'm doing with these things. One more look at a critter. Let me show you what I've been doing with these, with the dead seed, with flower heads, I guess is what you call them. I don't know, I'm new at this. But, again, look back in some of the videos and you'll see I really had troubles with harlequin bugs. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They were eating the leaves like crazy. And I finally got them battled down, and I don't know, it's a tough gig. But anyway, I'm doing the water, the sucker hose, and it goes all under here. Used to, this was, the whole patch was just loaded with collard greens. Alright, let me stick you back on the tripod and I will show you what I'm doing with these flower seed head, dead head things or whatever, and you'll see what I've been doing lately. Okay, edit this part out, edit guy. And start here. All right, a little cloud came through and made it a bunch cooler. It's funny how just one cloud can make all the difference. Okay, so what I've been doing with these, and I'll try to see what you're seeing, is I don't really want to spread the seeds around exactly where I'm at, but anyway, and this one is not the best example because it's not near as dry as it could be. So just been kind of peeling the petals off of them. Again, let me see if I can see what you're seeing. Oop, no, I'm upside down. Okay. And then for the most part, all you do is just like run your, these are just petals, they're not viable. So you just run your finger down the side of it, and it will just kind of pull off what I believe is the seeds. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? So you do that, and then these guys right here are the seeds. Now, I believe that's the way it works. I could be totally wrong. I know marigolds are that way. I'm not sure if these are either. So quickly, I'll do the rest of this, and I'll show you what it looks like if you've gotten all the little things off of there. And hopefully this will be a good example. Maybe not. Okay. Anyways, so you just keep doing that. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see. Let me show you what I got. I don't want to just release these everywhere. I got enough flowers. So what happens is you'll get down to this thing right here. You can see inside there is like a little cone. And the cone is what all the little petal chingaderas, I'm guessing the seeds, are attached to. So now you end up with a handful of seeds. Okay, give me just a second. I'll show you what I've been doing with those. So I've had a bunch of deadheads. And so what I've done is I've collected them all and I throw them in here. This is a pretty big bucket. It's like a gallon-sized bucket, maybe. Maybe compared to my head, a gallon-sized maybe bucket. And so you see how many seeds are in there. I'm saving those to throw in the garden next year. But I'll know now that they're they really take things over. So anyway, there's marigold seeds in there and a bunch of zinnias and just a little bit of everything in there. And so yeah, that would be cool, maybe to sprinkle down a fence line, but in the middle of the garden, maybe not so much. Every now and then, here and there. But these, I guess, are all annuals, not perennials in the sense that they'll come back, but they're annuals being that you have to plant them every year. That's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, I have just weeded my whole garden with flowers, and I'm not trying to grow flowers that much. So anyway, there is a little area around front where I'm really trying to get these guys to grow. It's kind of as a contribution to my mom. She always liked gardening. Marigolds were her thing. Every house that we ever lived in had marigolds all literally around the house. And she showed me how to do that deadhead thing, and so they just flourished. They would just go and go and go. So I'm trying to encourage just this whole mix of flowers like you've seen over there, trying to get those to grow in that little corner area that I've kind of dedicated as her spot. And also aloe vera. Oh my gosh, there's aloe vera. If you've ever grown it, you know that it sprouts out with more and more, and it always has babies. And I have given away babies. My mom's been passed away for a while now. The strain, or however you want to put it, of the aloe vera I have are still from what she gave me years ago, and I have distributed that to everybody. Anybody that can grow anything, I give them some of that, and so that thing will just never die. You won't ever kill off that strain, because strand, however you want to put it, because it's distributed to a lot of other people. Okay, I guess that's it for this one. Sorry I hadn't been chiming in. Oh yeah, hey, let's take a look at the hops. Now these guys have been going. One more time with them, I'll snatch you off the tripod. Yeah, they have been working. Let me spin the viewfinder around. I'm doing the drip irrigation to them right now. This is one that kind of started a little bit later. This is a Columbus hops, and so it's cruising along. It's not thriving like the others so much. There's one particular style of that I got is Challenger. Oh, check this out. This is a locust. They claim that things. Okay, what happened is this guy, he stopped there to shed his shell and to move along. I think they call that molting. And see it's split in the back. That's where he got out. That's a locust, or I think another name around here. They call them something different around here too. Anyway, that's a shell of one, and you see them quite a bit. They cling to things and then move on along. Okay, what I was saying before I got seeing the locust thing is the Challenger hops that are on this fence line was sent to me from Darren Whittington from overseas. He lives in the UK, somewhere's over there. And the others I got offline. So this is the Columbus, and it's doing okay. And you see there's some new ones coming around that they're gonna start up, climbing up there too. So that's that one, and then the Challenger. See, I didn't know that they're gonna branch out underground, and hopefully these don't get mixed up next year, because I guess they're supposed to like grow in the ground. Anyway, so this is one from Darren. This is the Challenger hop plant, and they're really supposed to be climbing on vines, but I put them on this fence line. I didn't realize quite how aggressive they were gonna be, but see if I can find some for you to look at. There's a couple right there. These are the hops. And so hopefully they don't take everything over so much. I'm trying to keep them separated between the styles because each style has a different flavor. So yeah, this is the Columbus over there. And so I've been trying to give them just their little area. For example, this one is supposed to only take up that area, so I got a little spot in between. And again, with the spot in between, this is a Chinook, and this is also one that I got offline, and it's gotten a little taller. It's not growing like the one that he passed me, but he had a very, very mature rhizome, and the rhizome means the bunch of roots underneath. Okay, again with the Challenger, because I did them like every other. I got a bug flying around me. I hate those kind. They don't bite, but they're just annoying. All right. Anyway, so here's some more, and it's kicking out some more Challenger hops. Yeah, these are gonna be fun to pick later, I imagine. So we'll see how it goes. There's some more there, and then we'll move along. And again, I'm trying to keep that space in between them, and that's just a little space. And then this one here is a Cascade, and that was one I got off the internet, and it's doing okay. Actually, it's putting out the biggest and the most hops out of all the plants. That one there's pretty big. Hopefully the light behind you isn't. Wow, look at that monster! I didn't see that one. That guy, huh? Compared to my thumb, I have a dirty thumb now. Yeah, it's putting out some monster hops. I haven't really looked at the size of them lately, like the size of the hops. I've been seeing the size of the plants. So yeah, I just kind of let them grow along, and then try to organize them in a manner that they won't tangle in amongst each other. And yeah, now I think that's it. And I guess when I get the hop at the very end, that one is done growing longer. I don't know. So that's where we're at. All right, one more time. We'll swing you around and close out and do the adios thing. Some viewfinder, don't mind to make you dizzy. All right, so that's the update. Golly, another 20-minute video. I'm good at that. So sorry. But there you are for another Tipsy Sprouts. Yeah, not a lot of vegetables, but lots of flowers. We'll see how it goes. I got some more stuff started. Farmer's Almanac said that it's barren days to plant things, so I'm gonna wait a couple more days to. I'm gonna try, like I said, some more squash because that seemed to go pretty quick. I've got lettuce that I've started, but they haven't even germinated yet. Not sure what's up with that, but I got like several of those. So one of my front rows or somewhere shady, and maybe over here, come think of it. Maybe this one over here will be my lettuce. Because come to think of it, crop rotation, I had lettuce up there a couple of years ago. So I'll put it back here, probably where it's a little more shady, because it gets hot here, boys. Okay, yeah, let me get out of here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for coming by. And I'd like to thank the new subscribers, especially the ones that don't have any videos, and I can't thank them personally in their videos or on their channel. Thank you so much, thanks for everything, and I will see y'all next time. If there's anything to show you, if there's nothing leaps and bounds or anything fancy, I will see if I can come up with something smart to tell you, because the garden just isn't, it's not impressive. All right, guys, we'll catch up with you later. Adios. Cheers.